It's those little things that Arrow makes sure that I'm doing, because I don't want to overwork myself to the point where I can't perform a run like this. Finally feels like I'm getting over that plateau that I've been at ever since I started running in college. And you run workouts to improve fitness, and you race to prove fitness.
Some people might say it's dedication, some people might just say it's discipline. But at the end of the day, I'm waking up and I'm knowing that this is gonna happen one way or another, whether I like it or not. The work's gonna get put in this morning.
So we worked the opening shift this morning, meaning I have to be at the gym at 5:45 to get everything ready to go for the opening at 6 o'clock. After work, we got in an easy 10 miles before heading home and just head down, pushing through. Finished editing episode 5 of the Passion Project, which is definitely the best episode I've created so far. It's my favorite one. I'm so excited for you guys to see it, but it doesn't come out till Wednesday, and tomorrow we have a beautiful little workout that Arrow had texted me about a couple hours back. It's looking like we're going to be doing 2-mile repeats at 5:24 pace on the treadmill, of course. We have 90 to 120 seconds of rest, which is 1.5 to 2 minutes. And I'll probably end up taking the full 2 minutes because 5:24 is no joke. I was just doing mile repeats at 5:21 a week or two ago, so it's definitely going to be a little bit more difficult. I have more rest, which is nice, but I don't want to mess around and ruin a workout by letting my ego get the best of me. So definitely going to take this relaxed, be careful, make sure I'm executing the way I need to be, and hopefully this will be a pretty solid workout. Rocking the streak flies, no carbon plate. Mental battle for sure by the 4th to 5th rep. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to get this one going, and hopefully it'll be a nice little workout to start off the week. Ever since I started training with Arrow, one of the things I really enjoyed about the way he trains me is the fact that we do workouts that I don't work too hard in. I don't overwork by any means. We're very careful with how I train and with the amount of threshold stuff that we do, even double thresholds, where I might be, pretty tired by the end of it. I'm not pushing myself to the limit, if that makes sense. Today was a little different though. I, got the workout. I had talked about how this was not going to be an easy one by any means. I needed to put my ego to the side, take my full rest, make sure that I'm trying to run it nice and smooth, and I overestimated myself. I thought that I was going to be able to handle it. I was told 4 to 5 reps, and I only did 90 seconds of rest in between each rep at 5:24 pace, and I paid for it. I got into the 4th rep. I maxed out my heart rate around 188 with an average of 170, and I definitely felt this one. This was much more difficult than any workout I think I've ever done with Arrow, to be quite honest. And while that's not a great sign, I don't want to overwork myself. You have to be very careful when training. You don't want to cause an injury if you don't need to. It's a great sign knowing that, there's always a room for improvement. There's always a pace that is that next step, and I do love that about this sport. There is, tangible proof that you're getting better in pacing and time. So it's a good thing to know that sometimes, now your workouts aren't going to be perfect, but at the end of the day, you're going to get to those goals and you're going to get a little bit faster every day. So that was great. I got kicked in the mouth a little bit, but we're going to bounce back at the end of the week. We have another workout planned and going to just take it easy for the rest of the day. We got a little bit of work, try to get in our double later in the afternoon, probably do 40 minutes, get in a nice little workout after the double, and then just try to head home, finish up some editing and relax. So it's been a really long day, to be quite honest. So I am quite excited to get to bed, wake up tomorrow and get back after it. But I just need a rest. I need to recover and reflect on everything that happened today. Ideally, after a pretty rough workout day, I would love to take today just super easy, relaxed, try to let my body fully recover. But instead, I'm up early, getting my run in before starting a long day of work. Today we have a 8 to 5 shift, meaning I'll be at the gym for around 9 hours. And unfortunately, I don't have any time in between where I can get a lift in or do core. I might have a little bit of time to roll out and stretch. And while my job is quite easy and simple, I don't have to worry about too much. I can do some extra work for the podcast and whatnot. It does mean that I'm not able to, just take a mental break in a sense, which is unfortunate, but again, I got to pay the bills somehow. This is what I'll be doing. Get home tonight and, just crash after a long day and get ready for another day tomorrow.
Gonna be honest, not feeling too great this morning. Got a little bit of a headache going on and my neck is really sore. I think I slept on it pretty bad last night, which sucks, but talked to Arrow yesterday. We're planning on doing a threshold this morning, and we're gonna go for anywhere between 7 and 9 miles at 5:39 pace. So it should be pretty smooth, a pretty relaxed morning, nothing too intense. I just, it does kind of suck not feeling too great. Like, there isn't really a big part of me today thinking, man, I really want to go do this. And it's not like I feel like I don't want to do this. Some people might say it's dedication. Some people might just say it's discipline. And I think it's a bit of both. Like, obviously, there's a part of me that really wants it to be, be a good runner and put the work in and a lot of dedication towards the sport. But at the end of the day, a lot of it's also discipline too. I'm waking up and I'm knowing that this is going to happen one way or another, whether I like it or not. The work's going to get put in this morning.
A year ago, a workout like this caliber would have seemed very improbable to me. Doing 7 to 9 miles at 5:39 pace just, it wasn't realistic. I was running my thresholds for 8 miles at 6-minute pace, and going any faster just didn't seem like it was gonna ever happen, to be honest. Like, it doesn't seem tangible when you're doing it that fast. And now, flash forward a year later, and I'm doing 9 miles at 5:39 this morning, and I'm just like, wow, the amount of improvement I've had the past month or two working with Arrow has been just so crazy to see, because it really finally feels like I'm getting over that plateau that I've been at ever since I started running in college. I've had some good times and good results, but it really isn't till now where these workouts are really showing that I'm getting fit. And you run workouts to improve fitness, and you race to prove fitness. That is my whole ideology when it comes to running. That's the way Aero trains me. It's exactly why last Tuesday I didn't run another rep of 2-mile repeats, because if I ran that extra rep, then maybe I wouldn't have been able to work out today, and I don't have a chance to work out tomorrow because I work in the morning. So, you know, it's those little things that Aero makes sure that I'm doing, and the little ways that I take care of myself and make sure that, you know, I'm not running with a huge ego, or, you know, going out of control in a workout where I need to make sure that I'm taking it careful and easy, because I don't want to overwork myself to the point where I can't perform a run like this. And then you complete a run like this and you just explode with appreciation and passion, and it's really where that discipline comes into effect. And honestly, again, it's just, you know, I'm dedicated to the sport, and everything that I'm wanting to do is just gonna help carry me through the future. And we'll get in a nice little easy shakeout in the afternoon. We'll have some great mileage on the week, anywhere from, you know, 56, 57 miles perhaps, and take it easy tomorrow. It was really a good morning. It'll be a good afternoon, I think. And yeah, I couldn't be more happy with where I am right now. Today I work the opening shift, and I get out of work around 9 a.m. So it'll be nice to be able to get my run in not too late in the day. And the really nice thing about running at work is that once I finish this run, I'll be able to head upstairs and also stretch and get my lift in, which is convenient. It means I don't have to obviously drive from the house over to the gym to lift, but it also sucks because this whole time I'm just thinking about the fact that all I really want to be doing is I just want to be working on the passion project. I just want to be editing right now. So, you know, it's a lot going on in such a little amount of time. And with working today and tomorrow, you know, I really just have Sunday as my off day, but we have a long run Sunday. So I'm just constantly doing things, and I just need to make sure that I'm making the best use of my time so that I'm able to get everything done, whether it be, you know, the podcast on Friday, you know, the Sunday special, or this that comes out every Wednesday. I just got to focus in, and I love editing this series, so this isn't ever usually an issue, but I'm just excited to start getting into this episode, and hopefully that'll happen today. When I was still in college, one of my favorite things about Saturdays was when we weren't racing, I was able to wake up early in the morning and go for a long run. And now that I'm back at home, I often work on Saturday morning, which is definitely a little bit unfortunate, but it just means that I kind of push my long run back to Sunday. So today I just got to work, knocked out an easy 5-hour shift, and then went for my run and did an easy 6.5 miles, nothing stressful. And I'll just take the rest of the evening to relax, edit, get ready for the video tomorrow, and then just get prepared mentally for what's going to be a 17-mile progression long run tomorrow morning. We are currently lacing up the tempos, getting ready for a nice little 17-mile long run, which Arrow gave me the green light to do it as a progression, which is why we're wearing these bad boys. And it is a bit cold and windy out, but should be pretty manageable. Jimmy T is driving next to me per usual, and try to work down from like 7:30, 7:20 down to around 6 flat, and just try not to go too much faster than that. The run went honestly as perfect as you could possibly ask for. Starting at 6:58 pace and working down to 6 flat, no mile slower than the one before it. Just a perfect execution of a progression long run, averaging 6:30 pace and just feeling really, really good during this. I just am so excited for 6 days to finally get a chance to race again, and I really do kind of feel like it shows in my running the past week. And you know, I'm really just getting into shape, getting into form, and I really cannot wait to race. I know I keep saying it, but it is crazy graduating in December and then going into a spring season where you expect to race track, and well, we're not racing track, but we got the next best thing, doing some road races and potentially getting out on a track sooner or later. But eyes focused on what's first, and that is a 5-mile race next Saturday. So that's going to be all for this episode of the Passion Project. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm really looking forward to next week's episode. I think it's going to be probably the best episode that'll come out since the start of this, and I really hope you guys are enjoying. With that being said, take care, love all things. I'll see you guys in the next one. Good night.